Hi, it's Lucy, and today I'm here to do my 2019 TBR. So if you're new to my channel, which statistically you probably are, every year I do a TBR video for the whole year where I basically pick 12 books that have usually been on my TBR for a while and I'd like to get to them this coming year. Most of these books don't have a super big rhyme or reason. It's just like I want to read it and I want to make it a priority to read it. Last year I actually did pretty well with my 2018 TBR. I only didn't read one book, I think, by the time you see this, because I still have to finish Six of Crows, but I'm pretty sure I'll finish Six of Crows by the end of the year. I might have finished it by the time you see this video even, because this is for the 12 days of Lucie Reads. And if you don't know, the 12 days of Lucie Reads is where I do a video every day for the 12 days after Christmas. In this video, I'm just going to tell you guys what the books are for my 2019 TBR. I probably won't give you good summaries, but I'll let you know why I put it on my TBR. And none of these books are in any particular order. It's just I already made the list on Goodreads, so it's just the order that Goodreads put them in. So the first book is The Virgin Suicides by Jeffrey Eugenides. This has been on my TBR for quite a while, and I don't really know why I want to read it. It's one of those books that a lot of people talk about and it's mentioned in a lot of things, so I want to be part of that, I guess. I know it's about a group of sisters who all end up having a suicide pact, and they all commit suicide within maybe a year of each other. I'm not sure. And we follow neighbors or boys they meet at school, I'm not sure, who get caught up in their web of something. Anne of the Island by L.M. Montgomery. This is the third book in the Anne of Green Gables series, and I was trying to read a book every year, but I didn't read an Anne of Green Gables book last year, so yeah, I technically should read 2 this year, but we'll see what happens. But just to make sure I don't skip it this year, or try and encourage myself not to skip it this year, I put the next book that I'm reading from Anne of Green Gables on this list. This book follows Anne as she goes to college, and yeah, it just follows her antics there. And yeah, Anne of Green Gables is a super sweet series, so I'm enjoying reading it. And I used to watch a cartoon when I was younger, and I really loved it back then. I watched half of Anne with an E, I think. Not half. I watched the first episode of Anne with an E, but it was a little too depressing for me. So yeah, The Storied Life of AJ Flynn by Gabrielle Zevin. I don't really remember what this is about, but this is on the list because of Gabrielle Zevin, who was previously one of my favorite authors, and I'd like to read the books that I haven't read by her to see if that is still true, because it's been quite a while since I read anything by Gabrielle Zevin. The 5th Season by N.K. Jemisin. This is the only book that I carried over from the 2018 TBR, so hopefully I will get to it this year. This is the first book in the Broken Earth trilogy. The Earth has seasons, and every season something terrible happens, or maybe only the 5th season something terrible happens. I'm not really sure. I'm not sure on any of the details really, but I want to read this. I've heard only good things about it. Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. I never figured out how to say her name, but you've heard of this book. It's Gone Girl. There was a movie, and I actually saw the movie for once, but I saw the movie before I read the book, and I decided I wanted to still read the book because I read Dark Places by Gillian Flynn, and I really like that. So I do enjoy her writing, and I would like to finish reading the rest of her books because she only has 2 other ones, right? Well, she only has Sharp Objects, Gone Girl, and that short story, which I think was called The Grown Up. So I could have done that at any point. But yeah, I want to read Gone Girl. It's gonna happen. This follows a man after his wife disappears, and then all signs point to him having killed her. Persuasion by Jane Austen. And to go along with Persuasion, we have Northanger Abbey by Jane Austen. I have been trying to read all of Jane Austen's books for years now, and these are the last 2 that I need to read, so I'm just gonna try and knock it out in 1 year. And I've said Jane Austen is my favorite author, classical author, I guess, literally because I love Pride and Prejudice so much. But I read Emma, Mansfield Park, and Sense and Sensibility, and Sense and Sensibility is the only one I really enjoyed other than Pride and Prejudice, so we're half and half now. 2 more books to go. I think I'm going to really like Northanger Abbey because everyone says it's really funny, and I don't know how I'll feel about Persuasion. Song of Solomon by Toni Morrison. I'm trying to read more Toni Morrison because she is such a prolific author and people love her, and I read The Bluest Eye last year. I think it was on my 2018 TBR, so I read it, and I wasn't a huge fan. So I want to read another book that I do think I'm going to enjoy. I more carefully vetted this one, I guess, but I don't remember what it's about because I read The Bluest Eye originally just because that's her most famous work, but now I want to try and find something that I'll really like. So hopefully Song of Solomon does it for me. Gathered Together in My Name by Maya Angelou. This is the second book in her like memoirs, and it follows, I'm not sure what time period it follows. The summary on Goodreads doesn't actually tell me, but I'm pretty sure it follows like right after she has her son. I don't know. She has 7 memoirs, so like probably into her 30s, maybe not, I don't know. But I loved I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, which is her first memoir and follows her in childhood up to when she has her son. I love that, so I would like to continue reading her memoirs / autobiography. What is the difference? When the Moon Was Ours by Anna Marie McLemore. I have been reading this past year especially. I've read a couple of anthologies where Anna Marie McLemore was featured in them, and her story was always one of my favorites. I really like her writing style, so I want to read her full work. I think she has 3 books, and When the Moon Was Ours seems like the one I'll like the most, so I picked that one. But I am planning on reading the rest of her books as well, just because I think her writing is magical. It's literally magical because it is magical realism. The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. There's a whole Taylor Jenkins Reid thing going on the booktubes. I think who's doing it? Chandler Ainsley and Dylan from Dylan the Reader. I think, did he change his channel name? I don't remember. But they do like a whole TJ read along, and I already missed 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. But like, this is taking over booktube and the world by storm, and I want to be part of it. And the last book is Hunger, A Memoir of My Body by Roxane Gay. In 2018, I read Bad Feminist by Roxane Gay and really enjoyed it. And I read the anthology that she curated and edited called Not That Bad, which was an essay anthology, and I enjoyed that as well. Enjoyed's not the right word, but it was definitely very well done. So I would like to continue reading Roxane Gay's work, and Hunger seems like the next one I want to do, so I'm going to do that. Those are the books on my 2019 TBR. Cross your fingers I get to them all. Comment down below if you have any opinions about any of the books that I mentioned. Also, let me know about any books you might have on your 2019 TBR. If you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe to my channel because I make more videos where I talk about books. Like this video, turn on the notification bell, follow me on my social media, and thank you again for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!